I'm here at Internet of Things World in Europe with David Holacek from Volvo. David, you just sat on a panel discussing autonomous vehicles and connected cars. What was covered in that panel session?
The main thing that we tried to go into was how to monetize the connected car, basically. Where does the value come from and who's going to pay for it eventually?
And what recommendations did you make to those in the audience?
I think that what we concluded was basically that there's going to be several different kind of business models that come into play. Everything from the sort of car OEM actually paying for a lot of the data and the services, to some instances where the customer might be paying, but also there could be third parties coming in that do a lot of aggregation, that provide some kind of third-party services, and they actually take the cost for that as well, rather than us as OEMs or the customer.
And what IoT projects is Volvo working on right now that really excite you?
The most exciting thing is actually a service that we launched just last week called the Concierge service, which allows you to get your car cleaned or refueled or serviced and so on without you having to be there or without having to pass on your physical key. So we're using digital keys in the cloud backend that we have to provide time-limited access to a certain party. All in a secure fashion, all under full sort of control of the end user and so on, really providing a lot of value.
And when do you think Volvo will be selling autonomous vehicles?
I think that is, we haven't set a specific date. I mean, we're doing pilots and have been doing so for quite some years now in various forms. We have said that during next year we will actually start a public pilot with real customers. And we do see that the future of actually selling this to consumers is not that many years away, but we haven't been clear on an exact year or date.
What do you think the implications will be when autonomous vehicles are commonplace?
I think that once we have solved the actual enablers for the autonomous vehicles themselves, which will happen and is already on the way, it's going to change user behavior quite a lot, and the expectations in terms of the in-car experience will change a lot. And of course we then need to be able to address both those new behaviors and needs while also catering to the time when you're not driving fully autonomously, because we're not going to get directly into the point where the car will just pick you up, drive you off and drop you off somewhere and go park itself. That's not going to happen overnight. That's a much longer story.
Thank you, David.
Thank you.